On the personal side, if you have a family, you tend to be a lot happier.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah.
Some people expect people to like be single. The more single you are, the less family you have, the better, because it's all me. You're growing in your career, which I agree to some point.
Right.
I fell into that a little bit when I was younger. I was like,
Totally.
I want to be single till I'm 40.
Right.
I'm going to be dating and growing in my career. And you know what movie kind of set me straight a little bit? Besides my parents, obviously, they're the ones that did 90% of that job.
Yeah.
Maybe 95. The other 5% was it was a movie with Nicolas Cage, Family Man.
Oh yeah. Great movie.
He's on Wall Street. He's killing it, and he has the most gorgeous women, girls that he dates, and then he reflects back to a time when he was dating another lady that was his perfect match, and he left her to be selfish to some degree, and he was killing it, and then all of a sudden his happiness vanishes because he's like, I'm all alone in this apartment, in this penthouse in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that gives me a little bit of perspective.
100%.
And then he has no kids, not saying that you have to have kids, but he has no kids or nephews to build that legacy. Like, you're going to be the next Wall Street guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that I had that moment.
Really?
Maybe like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Where there was finally consistency and flow to my career. I've been doing this for so long, but there was a moment where it felt much more secure, right? Being in real estate, being in commissions, nothing is ever secure, right? But like, I just found my rhythm. I felt like I was an expert, in what I was doing. And, I moved into a beautiful apartment, and fortunately I've had my son with me as well. But, suddenly there was like this yearning for more family, right? And also, the thought of legacy. I have my son, and this is all going to him, but I want him to have a support system as well. I don't want him just to be alone. And and you'll read that in a lot of these family businesses, it's the siblings, it's
take over,
it's the cousins, it just expands, and it's a beautiful thing. And there's infighting in every family, but I had that moment. I had that family man moment for sure. For sure.
I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, we're very similar in that way. That really changed me, dude. And my dad also watched it with me. He's like, you see, that's what I'm telling you.
You realize it's just not about money. It's not just success is meaningless if there's nobody to share it with. And it's so cheesy and cliche because you've heard it in that movie and every other movie.
It is a little cliche, but
it's true. It's so true.
Yeah, because I almost got caught up in LA with that scene. My dad and my mother's values felt like it kept getting reinforced. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like, shush. I almost wish I could say shush a little longer, but
I think that the culture of LA, perhaps even California, because I hear that a lot about San Diego as well. So maybe the culture of being in California, in the United States, this hustle mentality, this always wanting more, wanting bigger, wanting faster. It's never enough. I think that it's, I think it very much exists. Yet I think that people like you and I, that perhaps are first, second generation here and are tied much closer to traditions, from wherever it is that our families came from,
for sure.
Sort of pull us back, or at least the elders in our family remind us, just like your father did, of like what's really important, right? And
100%.
We should be so grateful for that.
100%. And now it's our responsibility to remind the next one,
right?
And then lay out that foundation for that child, like your son, to lay it out for his and then his and his and his 100%. Repeating process. I can grow, dude, so we can like start here and then be a tycoon eventually. Like, I sometimes think, like, I wonder what the makeup of the person will be, personality, how he'll look or she will look. That'll be a tycoon taking over, and I'll probably be long dead. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. It's there's got to be a long-term vision, and those that person, whoever that is, that I follow their tweets and their blog, you know, talks about how we who are, they call them the founders of, you know, these families and the wealth, that we don't really ever get to see any of this come to fruition, because
it's sad.
Yeah, it's sad,
it's
but
sad.
But it's necessary, right? Because it takes a while to get to where we want to get to, you know, but it's got to start with somebody that has vision and has a dream and, you know, has an understanding of like what's important.
Right. 100%. Now, what do you think about, and by the way, by having those family values and parents in the home, I think too, it diminishes the crime in an area, because people have values. They're like, I'm not going to go commit this.
Right.